Hi, I'm your math professor this semester, and I just wanted to make a quick video to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about myself. First of all, my name is Concha Gomez, and you can call me by my first name if you feel comfortable. Some students like to call me Dr. Gomez or Dr. G or Ms. Gomez. Any of those are fine. I've only been at DVC for 4 years. This is my 5th year at DVC. Before DVC, I taught at Holy Names University in Oakland. Before that, I was at a large university in the Midwest, University of Wisconsin, at Madison, Wisconsin. And before that, I was at a small liberal arts college in Vermont called Middlebury College. And before Middlebury College, I taught at Berkeley while I was in the PhD program there. So my education, I got my PhD at Berkeley in pure mathematics. I also got my bachelor's degree at Berkeley in pure mathematics. But before that, I was at City College of San Francisco. I was a community college student, just like you. And I transferred to Berkeley after a couple of years at City College. But I was a slightly non-traditional student. I was a little bit older than my peers. I had dropped out of college back in the Midwest. I was born in Chicago, raised in the Midwest, and went to the University of Wisconsin, large university, 50,000 students. I was a STEM major. I thought I was going to be a doctor, but I had trouble, not academically, but I had trouble financially. I was supporting myself and trying to work a couple of jobs. It didn't work out for me, and because I wasn't convinced that I wanted to be a doctor, it just didn't seem like the right place for me at the time. Also, I think the university was too big and too scary for somebody like me at that time. I was really happy that I decided to go to a community college in California. So after I left school at the University of Wisconsin, I just packed up and moved across the country by myself. I had never been to California before. I knew one person here, and she had only been here 6 months. But back then, you could do something like that. I just packed up a backpack, had a couple $100, got a ride off of a ride board, and made the trip across country and landed in San Francisco. And after working for a few years at some not very satisfying jobs, I went back to school, first part-time, taking evening classes at City College, and then full-time, and then I made the transition to Berkeley, and the rest is history. Aside from teaching, I have a strong interest in equity and diversity in STEM, all STEM disciplines. When I went back to the University of Wisconsin to teach, I was teaching large lectures, like 400, 500 students in a calculus class. And I was also the director of a learning community, a STEM learning community called Wisconsin Emerging Scholars, which focused on the success and retention of underrepresented students in all STEM disciplines. So engineering, chemistry, physics, mathematics, biology. At DVC, I've been active here in equity and diversity in STEM issues. And most recently, I was the faculty advisor for a club called STEM in Color that started in the fall of 2018. And the founders of that club are now gone. They've all transferred away. But if it gets going again this semester, I'll let you all know about it. I'm going to try to build as much community as I can by getting to know each and every one of you and helping you get to know me and your classmates. Research has shown that the key to success for all students, especially in STEM classes, is connection. Connection to your instructors, connection to your classmates, connection to the content. It's really hard to do that in an online class, but that's what we're going to try to do this semester. So if it seems like I'm getting a little personal, asking you questions, it's because I'm trying to get to know you, and I'm trying to see what I can do to help you feel welcome and included and connected to the class. Outside of work, I'm not very social right now because of the pandemic and the quarantine, but I get outside as much as I can. I live in Alameda where the weather is relatively mild. Right now we're having a heat wave, but it's not as bad here as it is in Concha, Costa County, and I feel really lucky. I live 6 blocks from the beach, so I get to walk and run and ride my bike down at the beach almost every day. I go down to the beach. I don't sit at the beach. I'm always moving at the beach, sometimes actually swimming at the beach. I have a small garden that I'm obsessed with this summer. I've been trying to get the butterflies and the hummingbirds to hang out. I've been playing piano. Last year I started taking group classes at DVC, piano classes at DVC. I highly recommend those. They're pretty hardcore because they're required for music majors, so you learn a lot of theory, but I like geeking out on that stuff. So I'm not taking a class right now, so I'm trying to practice on my own, but I'm not practicing as much as I would be if I had a teacher quizzing me and testing me. So I think I might sign up in the spring for another class, even if it is virtual. Also, I'm a huge animal lover, and I've always had many different kinds of pets my whole life. I'm currently just living with 2 cats, and right now it's hot, so they're just lying around on the floor. But generally, they like to get in my way when I'm focused on work, especially when I'm in a Zoom meeting or a class. You'll probably meet them this semester. They like to get on the desk and walk around while I'm teaching, and sometimes I don't even notice them because it happens so often. But you'll see them. I think that's about it. If there's not a pandemic going on, I'm very social. I get out a lot. I like to go out. I go to films. I go to restaurants. I go to parties. But right now, I'm kind of hanging low, hanging out with the cats and the hummingbirds. I'll end there, but you'll see another video introducing you to the class that you're taking this semester. And I encourage you to get in touch with me if you have any questions. The best way to do that is to use the inbox feature in Canvas. I like that because I can keep all of my student communications in one place, and I don't risk losing them or letting them get buried in my inbox. My Outlook inbox sometimes goes kind of crazy. It gets really full. But you can send me an email as well. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you in class on Zoom on the first day. And I'll see you then or in the next video.